My name is Megan White, 26 years old. I'm a freelance digital illustrator. I've never gotten along well with my family, always being picked on. Especially the collusion between my sister and my mother was strong, leaving me with no place in this home. My sister's name is Sandra. She is 2 years older than me, but my parents always favor her. I have always been considered a nuisance in this house. Hey, when are you going to leave home? Why do I have to? Because, just being here, you're a bother. They say that and laugh at me. I'll leave eventually. Just not yet, my work isn't going well. We don't care about that. It's because you're incompetent, right? You stay at home all day, don't even put on makeup, and you're not fashionable. You've never had a boyfriend. And on top of that, a freelancer? Totally a loser in society. Their relentless verbal attacks gnaw at my spirit. Freelancing allows me to work at my own pace. There are many attractive things about it. What are you talking about? You're probably just holed up in your room playing games all day. Accusations keep being hurled at me, and no one ever listens to what I have to say. Then, Mom. Can't you do something about Megan? Well, we hardly know what she does for work. And she never shows her face except at mealtimes. She definitely is a bother. My mother sighs and complains to my sister in front of me. There's no one in this house who will stand up for me. Do you understand? This is your worth in this house. We don't need incompetence. I'm sorry. All I could do was apologize. After all, I'm the only failure in the White family. My father is a surgeon at a university hospital. My mother was a nurse at the same hospital but became a homemaker after marrying. My sister is a cabin attendant on domestic flights. Everyone has had high-profile careers. Meanwhile, I am a self-proclaimed freelancer. Compared to my family, the difference is as vast as between heaven and earth. Hey, Mom. Let's go on a family spa trip next time. We can stay at a spa hotel for half the price thanks to employee benefits. That sounds wonderful. When you have a proper job, even your private life flourishes. Right? It's totally different from some people. I am completely excluded from the conversation, and the two of them laugh joyfully. I'm probably not even counted as part of the trip. Feeling alienated, I tried to go to my room. Then my sister said, "Where are you going? Do some chores around the house for once? I really wish you would. Just putting in money each month. Thinking that's enough. It's suspicious whether it's even earned. Really. Because it's freelancing, right? Staying at home and getting money. No job could be easier. You should try flying around living life like I do. I am earning, even if it's just a little. That weak way of speaking, can't you do something about it? I wish you would speak clearly like Sandra. By the way, Mom. Megan graduated from a design vocational school, right? That's right. We told her to go to university, but she didn't listen. Ended up a part-timer. Freelance, that is. It's the same thing, right? You're free to do whatever. Then the two of them just laughed together again. I'm going back to my room. No, didn't you hear our earlier conversation? Help around the house. For now, Mom, need anything? Well, let's take advantage of your offer then. Today, let's dump everything on Megan. That sounds good. Look, Megan. First, do the laundry, then clean the toilet. There's a shopping list in the living room, check it and go shopping. And then, make dinner. Unable to say anything, I just kept silent. Understood? At least respond. Yes. I had work I needed to do later. Did you say something? I didn't. I'm sorry. Ignoring my feeble response, the two of them continued their conversation. Sandra, my hands are free for once. Shall we go eat something delicious? Sounds great. Apparently, they are going out to eat. Having offloaded the housework on me with ease. What about my dinner? My goodness, I'm astounded. Deal with it yourself. You really can't do anything by yourself, can you? Maybe you'll become useful after today. They ridiculed me and, without another word, the two left the house. Left behind, I decided to just do as told. I hardly ever did housework before. But I managed to finish everything but the cooking by referring to videos. Ah, it's already this late. I need to go shopping quickly and finish my illustrations. It's been a while since I've been outside. The air tasted fresh. It's totally different from inside the house. I launched the map app on my smartphone and searched for a nearby supermarket. As I walked along the road, a man passed by me. And then, for some reason, he started following me. Excuse me. Suddenly, I was tapped on the shoulder and addressed. Yes. What is it? My voice unintentionally squeaked. How embarrassing. No, I just thought you were beautiful. A typical pickup line I've heard before. Am I being hit on? Sorry, if it's a pickup, please try someone else. It was the first time I was approached like this, and I responded nervously. No, it's not like that. I mean, I just think your facial features are beautiful. Actually, I'm a freelance stylist, or rather. I like coordinating everything from makeup to haircuts, and I'm quite skilled. I've even worked with Hollywood stars until recently. With that, he handed me a business card. It read Nathan Simpson, free coordinator. Why would someone as incredible as you approach me? Well, it's embarrassing to say, but when we passed by each other, I just felt it. I thought if I could style you, you'd transform. No, that's not necessary. Would you trust me a little? Despite wondering what he was talking about, his eyes were serious. He really wanted to style me. Are you sure I'm okay? I asked, lacking confidence. Of course. My styling studio is just nearby, can you come now? It'll only take about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. The thought of facing my mother and sister when I returned home was scary, but I didn't want to waste this chance, so I agreed. Yes, that should be fine. So, we headed to his studio. The styling really did take just 30 minutes. Just as I thought. You look incredibly beautiful. Looking into the mirror he handed me, I saw someone I didn't recognize. My eyes were defined, my nose looked higher. And my hair was elegantly curled, brightening my entire face. It's amazing. Right? You're the most stunning among recent models. You truly look beautiful. Oh, but it's been over 30 minutes, so you really should be going now. He became quite informal as his excitement rose. Thank you so much. I thanked him. At that moment, a self-made business card fell out of my pocket. This. Megan White. So, your name is Megan. Can I keep this? Ah, but this illustration isn't drawn very well. It's just a hobby I did, thinking maybe someday I could live off my illustrations. While I said this, Nathan earnestly examined the business card. This is professional level. Wow, that's impressive. It's a skill I don't have. Nathan genuinely complimented me. Happy to hear that, I gave him the business card. We ended up talking for quite some time. Before I knew it, another 30 minutes had passed, and I panicked. We exchanged contact information and parted for the day. I resumed my walk to the supermarket. When I finally arrived home, nobody was there. Although I felt a moment of relief, not knowing when my family would return. I began cooking as instructed. I tried hard, looking at recipes online. But no one seemed to be coming home. Then the phone rang. Hello? Where have you been wandering off to? Don't me. I went to the house earlier and you weren't there. Apparently, my sister and mother had come home about an hour before I returned. I'm sorry. Shopping took longer than expected. No, how many hours do you need? You're so slow. I'll let Mom talk to you. Megan, the laundry is all wrinkled. The toilet isn't clean at all. You didn't come back from shopping either. What can you actually do? I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing apologies. Show some results. I fell silent again. Then my sister spoke up. We won't be coming home today. Mom and I are staying at a hotel. A hotel? But there's food here. Their laughter was audible. Don't make me laugh. Like we would eat anything you made. The hotel we're staying at has a restaurant with a famous chef. Just eat whatever you made yourself. Ah, almost forgot to say. You'll need to contribute an extra $300 from next month. That's for our stress fee. Bye. With that, the call was abruptly ended. All the effort I put into cooking, and now this. I cried for the first time in a while. As I was preparing to eat, the notification light on my phone blinked. It was from Nathan Simpson. Hello? Ah, good, you answered. The conversation was an invitation for a date. Having never been in a relationship, I hesitated, but eventually accepted. The call continued. And I found myself venting about my family grievances. That's terrible. You're really being ostracized, aren't you? Are you alone now? Yes, no one's coming home today. I see. I'd like to meet and talk in person. Can you come to the park where we crossed paths earlier? Yes, that's fine. And so, we met at the park. We continued talking about my family. And the conversation shifted towards my work. Does your family know you're a digital illustrator? No, they don't. I see. Could you show me some of your illustrations if it's okay? I hesitated for a moment, but then showed him all the images I had saved. Nathan looked at them intently. Yeah, these are amazing. Not just the sense of style, but the quality is high. I've seen many illustrators while working in Hollywood, but none could match this. His unexpected comment left me momentarily speechless. But I'm still far from known. Completely obscure. What? Obscure with this talent? How are you searching for work? I use Instagram. I post with hashtags. Also, I use a profile picture so people know it's really me. Let me see. Okay, I get it. Come to my studio again right now. What? Before I knew it, he had practically dragged me there. Suddenly, I was getting a makeover and hairset, and even a change of clothes. I had met this man for the first time today and had already been styled twice. Sit there. I did as instructed. Then there was a flash of light, and he took a photo. Set this as your Instagram icon. And try this text for your posts. Okay. I did everything as he suggested, and just as I closed the app, my phone rang. Excuse me one moment. Hello. Megan? We've decided to go on a spa trip for 3 days starting tomorrow. Wait a minute. I haven't heard anything about this. Ignoring my response, he said, so make sure you're not late, and hung up. Are you okay? Yes. I relayed the contents of the call. I see, it's definitely harassment. They're making you feel excluded. Normally, they'd share the details like the destination, right? That's right. Nathan thought for a moment and then said, I've got a great idea. Megan, let's catch the first flight to Japan tomorrow. His sudden suggestion was completely out of the blue. Japan? Yes, Japan. It's ridiculous, right? You're being left out. So, let's go somewhere even better and make your sisters jealous. But, I don't have the money for that all of a sudden. Don't worry about the money. Do you have a passport? I do, but isn't international travel expensive? Like I said, I've been working in Hollywood, so I have money. I've been saving without much to spend it on. Do you want to go? Or not? I do want to go, but then it's settled. Tomorrow, Japan. Oh, and your phone has been buzzing. Is everything okay? What? There were numerous likes and new follower notifications on Instagram. Some even including job offers. What, is my Instagram blowing up? Seeing my astonishment, Nathan said. Your illustrations are worth more than anyone else's. You just didn't know how to brand yourself. A little tweak here and there and it fits perfectly, right? Incredible. I couldn't have come up with such ideas. And my followers had already surpassed 1,000 and were still increasing. People are simple, they're drawn to good visuals. Megan, you have the talent for both your face and your drawings. This was the first time someone had said such things to me. Until now, my days were filled with being told how useless I was as a part-timer. But this man was different. I started to believe that I could change something with his help. Thank you. It looks like I'm going to be busy with all these new job requests. Good. Then let's enjoy our trip to Japan starting tomorrow. We're going to Tokyo. Yes. My clouded heart began to clear. And I found myself looking forward to the sudden trip tomorrow. The next morning, we met at the park and headed to the airport. After a 12-hour flight from LA, we arrived at Haneda Airport. Wow, this is amazing. Excited about my first trip abroad, I was taking pictures when my phone rang. Hello? Dad? Where are you? We're about to leave. It was a wrong call from my sister intended for my father. Sis, it's me. What? Why are you answering? Wait, isn't this your number? Should I hang up? Why are you the one to hang up? Isn't that rude? Sorry. By the way, the spa trip has been moved to tomorrow. We're staying at a starred hotel tonight. When I offered to pay for everything, Mom and the others were so happy. It's different from having an incompetent sister like you. I see. Is that so? Unlike you, a part-timer or whatever freelancer. We're actually working and earning. Well, you just live a hungry life then. With that, she laughed and hung up the phone. As I was feeling a bit down, Nathan said to me, Megan, would you be interested in working in Japan? What? This man sometimes says the most unexpected things. Haha, just as I thought you'd react. Actually, a colleague of mine in Hollywood is creating a CG animation. And said they need more illustrators. I mentioned you. And they really want you to come work with them. As I was still trying to grasp the situation, Nathan continued to explain. Your illustrations would be used in Japan. And they're offering a high salary, promising over $200,000 a year. What? $200,000? And in Japan? Yes, your talent has been recognized. You won't be treated as incompetent at that home anymore. Megan, you're recognized worldwide, not just in America. Hearing this, something burst inside me. And it seems I was smiling more innocently than ever before. Please, count me in. Nathan replied with a shy smile. Sure, I'll let them know you said yes. But that's unfair, you know. You can be so cute. Seeing Nathan cringe shyly made me genuinely happy. We took a taxi from the airport and arrived at the hotel Nathan had booked. From the outside, it was clearly a luxury hotel. The scale of it was overwhelming. Wow. I thought we might as well stay at the best place. So I booked the most expensive room. Nathan smiled innocently. The most expensive? How much does it cost? I asked hesitantly. Well, it's a suite, so maybe around $20,000 per night? He said it casually, but it was far beyond my common sense. What? $20,000 for one night? Yes, why are you so surprised? If you work as an illustrator in Japan, you could easily afford to stay here. After all, you'll be handling Japan. I could never. That's the problem. Megan, you have significant talent. You just need to have confidence. If you speak without flinching or backing down, you can shine even more. Nathan's words were convincing. The hotel interior was a dazzling world I had never seen before, with high ceilings and expensive monuments everywhere. The suite we were guided to was more than twice the size of my house, complete with an indoor pool, a spa, and a patio with a view of the night sky. It's like a dream. It's not a dream. All of this is possible because of you, Megan. At first, I thought Nathan was a strange person. But he made me realize my own worth more than anyone else. Despite only meeting a few days ago, I had already trusted someone for the first time. I might be able to change. That thought was interrupted by another incoming call. Hello? Why aren't you here? My sister spoke in her usual languid tone. Where? At the spa, of course. Didn't I say today? Everyone's already here. She continued in her usual sarcastic tone. Apparently, they had arrived at the intended spa destination. But I don't know the place. Oh, right. I forgot to tell you the location, my bad. I could hear my sister's forced laughter. I don't know it, so I can't go. Haha. You're so insignificant that I totally forgot to tell you. Sorry about that. Well, it's settled then. We'll just enjoy your share as well. In the past, I might have been deeply hurt by such words. However, thanks to Nathan, that part of me was no longer there. Yeah, have fun. My response seemed to have taken my sister by surprise. As there was a pause before she replied, Huh? Have fun? Who do you think you are? You must be dying to come. It's your incompetence and lack of earnings that brought you to this. My sister continued to berate me as I remained silent. The hotel we stayed at last night was $500 per night. You've never stayed in such a nice place, have you? Dinner was delicious and today is the spa. Open-air baths. The bath at home suits you better, so it's good you didn't come. Seriously, if you're just going to stay home and not come out, what's the point in living? Her laughter was probably echoing, audible even to Nathan. And then, my bottled-up emotions burst. I was sensitive to her words that I had no value as a human being. Especially since the person who found my value was right here. I couldn't stand her speaking ill of Nathan. I decided at that moment to be strong, not intimidated by my sister's words. That's a cheap hotel. My unexpected reply caused a brief silence. She hadn't expected me to fight back. Naturally, my sister retorted. Haha, what are you talking about? Have you finally lost your mind? A $500 hotel is cheap? What are you even saying? When you can't even consistently earn that much? Mom, listen to this. It's funny. With that, she mockingly called for our mother. And soon her voice came through the phone. You're just bluffing because you can't beat your sister. It's so obvious. Your sister, working hard as a flight attendant, has been doing filial piety for us. You could never do that, could you? After all, you don't even have a proper job. Honey, you say something too. It seemed like she was trying to pass the phone to our father. I barely have any memory of talking with my dad since he's always been busy. And that only got worse after I went to design school. We haven't spoken a single word since then. He probably just thinks of me as a failure of a daughter. As expected, my father didn't come to the phone. Instead, my sister came back on. You need to come here right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you the place. It's Arizona. We can't buy lots of souvenirs without someone to carry them. So, I'll let you do that. You must be happy, right? Because you get to come to Arizona. Speaking to my sister in a condescending tone, I replied without hesitation. No way. What? What do you mean no way? When I say come, you come. You're incompetent, so just do what you're told. Got it? Hurry up. Even if you have to break into your savings, make sure you come today. You know, when I think about it calmly, you're pretty stupid. What did you say? Because I said no. Because I'm in Japan right now. She seemed too taken aback to grasp the situation. Naturally. And she retorted in a mocking tone. What are you talking about? There's no way you could go to Japan. You don't have money. Oh, are you confusing it with some game world? Are you losing it? Since she clearly didn't believe me, I sent her a photo I took in Japan. I just sent you a picture. From overseas, it seemed like my sister was panicking. Mom, Megan is saying weird things. And she even sent a picture. What is this? Let me hear properly. This has to be a fake photo. I'm not falling for it. Since she still didn't believe it, I sent a selfie from the suite I was staying in. What? What's going on with this? And who is this? She seemed to be getting more flustered. It's me. That's a completely different person. Are you telling me you used a photo app to edit this? I'm speechless. I didn't edit it, though. For the first time, I also laughed mockingly. Irritated by that, she said. Then explain. There's no way someone like you could change like this. In a way, I guess I have to thank Mom and you. I was on my way shopping when a man approached me and coordinated my look. He's a famous person who has worked in Hollywood. What? That's like a fairy tale. That can't be true. Stop it. If you're going to lie, at least make it believable. Before she could finish her sentence, Nathan grabbed the phone from me. Hello, this is Nathan Simpson. Right now, I'm in a suite with your sister, Megan. Huh? Nathan Simpson? You are the one who coordinates for Hollywood stars? No way, right? My sister, who had been barking mad just moments ago, suddenly went silent. I hadn't known until this very moment how famous Nathan really was. I took the phone back from Nathan and said to my sister, Get it now? I'm currently in a suite that costs $20,000 per night. That's why I said a $500 hotel is cheap. The tables had completely turned. However, my sister begrudgingly retorted, her last-ditch effort. Even if it's a suite, it was just good luck, just a fluke. If I had been shopping, I would have been approached. That's debatable. Plus, I just became someone who will earn $200,000 a year. What? $200,000? Wait, what does that mean? That means exactly what I said. My annual income is $200,000 now. And from today, I'll be working in Japan. As a Japanese illustrator. We've never heard such a thing. An illustrator, what? Weren't you a reclusive freelancer? That was until yesterday. From today, I'm the new Megan White who works in Japan and earns $200,000. Surely that's more than you make, right? Keep buzzing around in domestic flights. That's your job, after all. Are you mocking me? I'm just doing what was done to me. And since you've been mocking freelancers, how does it feel to fly around in a plane? Must be liberating to be flying freely, huh? In a sense, aren't you a freelancer too? Don't mock my job. Yes. But according to you, the one who earns more is superior, right? So, if I'm being mocked, I guess it can't be helped. Unable to counterattack, my sister fell completely silent. I said my final goodbye to them. So that's how it is, sis. There's nothing left for me to do for you guys. Good luck. Sarcastically, I said that, and heard my sister's voice getting smaller. Mom, it's frustrating. That Megan. I can't believe I'm losing to her. Mom seemed to be at a loss for words too. From the other end of the phone. Only a quiet atmosphere could be felt. I didn't care and hung up the phone. It had been a long call, but Nathan waited patiently. Megan, you've completely changed in these 2 days. Both in atmosphere and character. You're shining now. I want to be with you. Would you live here with me in Japan? It was the first time someone had proposed to me. But I had no doubts. I felt that life would go well with him. Yes, gladly. Please take care of me from now on. Smiling, I responded to his confession, and we started dating in Japan. Overlooking the night view, we toasted with champagne glasses. My phone received messages from my mom and sister saying, "Let's make up," but I ignored them. Our work and private life progressed smoothly, and a year later, we married. I've gotten used to life in Japan, and I am now thriving. It was all thanks to him. I vowed to do my best in life, not to let him down.